Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Coffee, Closings, and Chaos. I am Alyssa Guillermo, your host, and I'm joined here by my friend Nikki Baker. She is a local realtor, one of my amazing neighbors, and a true Treasure Coast local. So welcome, Nikki, to the podcast.
Cheers. Thank you for having me.
And today we're just going to talk all things Treasure Coast. We're going to touch on a little bit of real estate and give the people like a true little tidbit into the look of our lives here in the Treasure Coast.
I love it. It's
Awesome. Let's start. A little bit of wine first.
Yeah. This is the best part.
So let's dive in. What drew you into the Treasure Coast, specifically in Palm City?
Great question. And it's like kind of deep rooted because I, like you, lived in Fort Lauderdale for a lot of years. And that was my space, right? It was like city life, have so much fun, get to dinner in a heartbeat. I just love being able to have easy access to a city life like that. But I came from a really small town. So I think like now as I go through, you live your youth life, your 20-year-old life, you have your fun, and then kind of migrating back here, getting married. And then I was in Jupiter, which was still like a lot of easy access to things. And then to think you come back a little north and it really is like a local hometown feel. And in this part of life, it just like made sense and felt really great to be here. So I think it's like that. It's more, I grew up in my roots back again, but getting to be in Florida because you kind of have the best of all worlds here and like a slower pace, but a good like family, neighborly pace.
Yeah, because it's not like dead up here. It's starting to like grow more in the last couple of years. Because same with you, like where my husband and I grew up, it's very much like Palm City, where it's like more quiet, small town, farmland. Like that's kind of where we're from. And then working in Fort Lauderdale, we're used to that, like literally walking across the street and getting whatever you want. Whereas moving up here, you have to drive 10 or 15 minutes, and it's a little bit of an adjustment, but I don't regret moving up here. Like, I mean, it's like the best decision ever. And everyone's so nice.
I know.
That's when we first drove in the community just to check it out. People were waving and I'm like,
oh my God. It was so refreshing.
It's crazy. And we went. So originally, like the Southwest Ranch is Cooper's.
Yes. And that was very like, slower back then.
Yeah. And we lived on like so it was that heavy snowbirds.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. So yeah, it was a little bit of an adjustment, but like I said, I think the best decision we could have done.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And then was there a moment that you kind of felt like this was home? I know you had said it kind of felt like where you came from.
Right. So it took me, when we were in Jupiter, it took me like a full year to wrap my head around coming more north. And I think that's because I had already made the jump to Jupiter, right? So I came out of the comfort zone a little bit more north, but I knew Jupiter. And then we would come drive around up here and I'd be like, man, I don't know. Like you just get a little nervous. So we did a good year of like coming up to dinners and coming and like just spending some beach time. And my husband's from here, so he would show me around and show me the things. And then when we were building the house, it was like, okay, we spent more time on, like you said, Sundays, you come visit the site.
Oh yeah. We're allowed.
Drive by. And then we like grab lunch or whatever. So then it started to be like, wow, this is real. And I started to feel myself being like, I can't wait to be here. And then, I would say it was from first day in the home that I was like, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Same. Every Sunday we would come up and check on the house.
Yeah.
And then go to Pistachio, the OG Pistachio for lunch.
It's funny because I never got the OG one.
Yes. 3:00. We'd always go around that time.
Oh.
So it was like the afternoon. Yeah. You would do that and then go to lunch. And then I fell in love, honestly. Downtown Stuart was kind of what got me.
Girl.
Where I was like, this is like, it's just like that beachy, small town, cute shops, amazing restaurants. I think we went to Spritz for the first time.
I'm sold. I know.
I'm done.
I know.
Walked the boardwalk after, like, against the water. It was
magical. And then you have that wide open water, which people don't understand. You get that.
It's like, close to
yes.
It's not this little teeny waterway. It looks massive.
It's stunning.
Yes.
And then, like doing that stuff and like getting a lay of the land. And I think just overall like falling in love with it. Yeah, same vibe. It was like you just started to feel like it was home.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. And like I said, like the people are different up here.
Yes.
And you get that like true, I would say neighborly, like everyone comes out, like especially in our community, we do so much together. And you see kids playing outside and riding bikes. And
that's just what we wanted. Yeah. Well, I knew what I was going to say. It's that they could be like a billionaire in our town, but you're like, they're walking around in like a Columbia shirt.
Okay, so I'm going to touch on that. So we had gone, again, coming from Fort Lauderdale, we would go to like Shooters all the time. We go to Shooters, we take the boat there, dial up and go. But I couldn't go in like you're just so when we would come up here again, it was an hour and a half drive. We were walking on construction sites, so some sneakers, workout clothes, like very casual. And we'd gone to the Gafford. And the Gafford's like the nicer restaurant in downtown Stuart. And I'm like, I don't think we're dressed appropriately. And it was so refreshing to walk into a restaurant and not get like the size up.
Right.
And no one cared what I'm wearing. We'll have family come stay with us. Like, oh, we're going to dinner. What do we wear? And we're like, jeans and a t-shirt.
Literally
like shorts and a top, whatever. Like no one's gonna judge you here, which is really nice.
Or stop you. Yeah.
Yes. Like we were in Boca last night.
Yeah.
It's
so different.
It's not bad or worse. It's different.
It's different. It's like a relieving feeling when you've lived the other way. And I think like being just a little older than like when you're excited to get dressed up and like go out every night.
Yes.
It just is a different feeling. And that feels nice.
Like driving for me, I had to adjust because I drive like
the South Florida.
Yeah. I'm a little like lead foot. So it took an adjustment where like I was driving one day and Wesley was like, you're not in Miami anymore. Like, you got it. Because everyone's just chilling. It's just a go. And like the further north, like Vero, it's like, the more north you get, it's like everyone's just chilling their lives, which is really nice. It's a change, a nice pace of life versus that like running all the time.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
It's good for your mental health too.
It is. But yes, we do have that 35 mile per hour roads.
I think they have like 30 in a neighborhood too. That's pretty shocking.
Yes, the same.
I think 20 is for a neighborhood is appropriate.
That's what my husband says. He goes like, it should be 20. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to keep this 30. Get home.
As long as I'm to the speed limit, I don't.
Yeah.
So what surprised you the most about moving up here?
That's such a good question. I think how much I liked it, honestly. I think I was like very nervous to move, but I think how much I preach on how much I love it is like what surprised me the most.
Yeah.
Because it really is like a great place for anyone in different ways. Like you have it all. You still have some nightlife if you want to get to it. You have everything for families. And like the access to north or south is so easy.
Yes.
Like I know people that do the drive to Orlando on a daily, like they'll go up and come back in the day. And I just think that's great. So I think, that would surprise me the most, that I was like gung-ho on being here.
Yeah, same. I was gung-ho about not moving here.
Yeah.
That it was a shock to my entire family when I was like, we buy?
Yes.
Because I just fell in love.
Yeah.
And if my thought was, if I move up and we don't like it, we can move right back.
Right.
But moving here, like I said, it was like the best decision ever. And then what do you think and what do you feel that a lot of people underestimate about living up here?
I think people are like us scared to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they underestimate how much you would like the space of this area. I think the overall community, if you are from a place where it's like maybe Miami or you're living in a place where it's not as like neighborly and nice, I think coming back to this, you'd be like, oh, this is so refreshing.
Yes.
So I think it's those things that people underestimate, and it's not slow in the sense that there's nothing to do. Like, yes, we have cows and yes, we have horses, but like you can 10 minutes be at the water and put your boat in, or like be at the beach, or go to the post office downtown and like be out till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it all. And I think that gets a bad rap, and we're getting better, cooler gyms, which I think is like the thing.
Yes.
Like obviously Sculpt and Tone is one of them, but
I have to go. I didn't go to a class this week and I feel awful. I need to go next year.
I signed up for 6 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know how it's going to go, but
maybe I'll champ up and go with.
Yeah, see if you can get them, because I haven't been in a long time. But I think like something like that showing up here, you're like, okay,
Churros is Churros. So excited.
It's like trendier.
Yes. I wish Blackbird was coming.
That would really top it off with the Norris, and
I know.
A little bit of everything.
I know, and that trip would be like
popping.
Yeah, 100%.
Only in due time. We'll like pray about it.
So I'm gonna manifest that downtown. Is it downtown Palm City? Is what it would be.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Downtown Palm City. We'll get.
And then you can like walk it and like bar up a little bit.
We gotta give us a little bit of Fort Lauderdale.
A little strip.
Yeah.
But I would say like, don't be scared. I think that's the underestimating like the potential that it has. But I don't know about you, I had to like meet a single person that like hated moving here.
Yeah, same. And I think coming from the real estate side, both of us, I think your money goes so much further.
100%.
Up here, yes, prices have gone up in the last couple of years, like most of
yes
up here. But I think when you see what you can get for the prices up here versus down south, it's really
100%
so much better.
Yes.
Land privacy and like a newer home, which is lower on everything.
Yes, absolutely. And then, I think people don't realize like 20 minutes north, you can get a lot more. So we try and steer a lot of people towards that if their budget's in a certain range. and they quickly find out. But it's that hesitation because they've heard so much about like a Jupiter or a Palm Beach.
Yeah.
But you will get that same lifestyle here, and you can still bounce down to like a Utiki and have a dinner.
Yeah, we were in Jupiter yesterday. It was like 25 minutes.
So easy.
And 95 up here's a dream.
Nobody talks about that. 95 like north of Palm Beach and 95 south.
It is the best thing ever. Like
It's genius.
that's what I wish we had when I worked in my
Oh,
Lauderdale, because I lived in my Farrell.
literally, and the express lanes were just horrendous. And you get 95 in the turnpike right
Yeah.
next to each other. So
Yeah,
pick your
they're
poison.
parallel, and you can switch over if you need to. It was at Fort Pierce and Jupiter's.
Yep,
You can hop on over if you want to, and then we lug out because we have 95 on both sides.
we know.
So
We can do a lot of it.
we can do whatever we want. So just wherever we want to go, we can
A
go.
little food for thought.
Yeah. And then I get this question when I talk about where I live.
Yeah.
Hey, I live in Palm City. No one really knows Palm
Yeah.
Stuart. Well, yeah, okay.
Yes.
So how do you describe to people like Stuart versus Palm City?
Oh, yes. I say it's like west of Stuart. It's Stuart
Yes.
West, essentially, which there is a neighborhood, Stuart West. But I'm like, if you're looking at a map and you see Stuart is on the East Coast, Palm City is west of it, but it's still on the East Coast. So, like,
Yes.
no matter where you are, I always tell people, like, it's so close together, you feel like you're in the same
Yeah.
spot.
Like if you in Fort Lauderdale, like it's like Fort Lauderdale to Pompano.
Yes.
Like where we grew up, Cooper City to Davie. Like
Yes.
they all kind of like mesh. And
It's all in one.
I always say like Palm City is a suburban version of like Stuart.
That's
Like
the
the
greatest thing.
coastal. If you want more suburban, like that life,
Yes.
then Palm City is it. Because
That's definitely it.
yeah,
Especially for like living, when people talk about how they want to live.
Yeah.
It's like if you want the more space, you can get a little more over here. Whereas like you might get a smaller, older floated home in Stuart.
or now you can go to like Newfield and Palm City, and that's going to be a whole vibe. I feel like once that's going to be done.
I agree because they're doing so many events. I'm like
Yes.
shocked at how much they do.
I think the concept is really cool.
Me too. I'm pumped.
I think if I was like young, single, and had to buy like a townhouse,
Right.
that's where I would go.
And you'd have something to do every night because they
Yeah.
just like everything.
And it's super cute. Like you always fall in love with the houses and stuff. It's like adorable.
They are
I love
not
it.
like a
It's-
cookie cutter.
I know. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it is.
It is what it is. It's all good as long as we don't have the same color. What was the thing that you can't same color house?
Like next to each other,
Yes.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the same model, just not the same color scheme.
Right.
So when we were buying it was like, you had to hurry up and like
Take your
same.
turn.
Yes.
I know because we were nervous about it too.
Yeah. Because there was only so much because we cared more about the roof because we're like,
Oh,
it's
the
not
color
supposed-
of the
like
roof. Yeah.
so we kind of based it off the color of the roof. And was like, okay, everything else
Yeah.
kind of like go into we can change that. It's a little easier.
Yeah.
And then going into like just the livelihood and like our lifestyle here, like what makes the day to day here special?
Ooh, good question. I think it's like a peace of mind, like peacefulness, I would say. Like, just waking up, it's like it feels nice.
Yeah.
And then the space for me is a huge thing. Like I know I can get on the road and it's not like a big like bumper to bumper issue. And I look at it like a dream. Like some people live out west and that feels a certain way. Like we live here and that feels a certain way. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but it just feels like so good. On a Saturday afternoon, you can walk out and like see the sunset. And it's just, yeah, and there's no high rises. Like they'll only build so high and they'll only like put homes so close together. So I think it's just like the American dream summed up in like a weird way.
Absolutely.
Right?
Love that. That's a good one. I have to use that next time. You think keeps people here long term? Like if a family's moving up here,
Mm.
what do you think would keep them, or what the lifestyle would keep them long term?
Yeah, I think the schools are a big part of it because we have the A-rated public schools and especially the high schools, like that really keeps a lot of, I think, families here. And I know we would, before moving here, we would never talked about this, but we say like even after the girls are gone, then we'll probably try and retire on the water in Martin County.
Oh,
So we just have fully sold into the lifestyle of being here and being able to, like you said, like talk about and wear whatever and jump to whatever restaurant. And I just think that has like a whole feeling to it. Also, the taxes are some of the lowest. So
Yes.
I think that keeps people here long term. And I think the lack of huge change that will come. I think development will come, but I think they'll keep their parameters on like what they want this place to be.
Yeah, I hope they keep that like small town
Me
feel, like not like. I mean, you got a Costco, so that's something.
We did get a Costco, but I think it's making everybody happy. So we'll keep that.
We just need a Trader Joe's and a Whole Foods.
We need a Trader Joe's. Yeah.
I just need Whole Foods and we'll be good.
I know.
That's like, no, thankfully they deliver on Amazon.
I actually couldn't believe like we didn't have one. I was never a Whole Food shopper, but it has
For a few things.
Yeah. It's smart.
Specifics.
That's why my husband's like, you just need to go to like Whole Foods. I'm like, that'd be cool if it was here. You know, we have Sprouts and stuff, but
I like Sprouts.
yeah, Whole Foods would be great. And we'll get it. It'll come.
It'll come eventually. I heard rumors like potential Trader Joe's maybe in Newfield. Like, I
Yeah.
heard whispers about it, so I'm hoping like that's true.
Me too.
Especially that'll be like right there.
That would be so nice.
That'd be fantastic.
I think, oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I think the other thing too is like, okay, above us you have Port St. Lucie, which is like a different animal. Like that's a whole different feeling. And then below us is you have true quote unquote South Florida. So like, unless you're going to go to the West Coast and do it completely differently, this is kind of a gem that's still here.
Yeah. And it's so central too, like what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Like I've gone to Orlando multiple times.
Right.
Like I'm actually going in 2 weeks for the day.
Yeah, for the day.
Just to go see my friends, go to Disney with the kids, and then
That's so fun. And it's way easier than going to Miami, which feels so much closer. It's just,
I think it's the same time frame to
Yeah.
drive, but the drive is 1,000 times easier. Even with I-4 traffic and that same.
right.
Yeah.
Right. It really,
We're gonna take the what do you call it? The shuttle launches so you can see too from here.
yes, that is cool.
I do like that sometimes when I remember to catch them outside.
I know.
But it is pretty like on a cool day, and
Yeah.
that's close to us as well. And like you said with the boating, I think the boating is huge.
Cute.
We're like the biggest. I think we're the sailfish capital
Yeah.
here, so it's
And all our waterways and like, I just think we have so much water in like our little weird pocket of Stuart, Palm
I know.
City that it's unique.
So let's see, what is your ideal Palm City Stuart day?
Good one. So wake up and we work out from home. So like a slow wake up and get a good workout in. We walk the dogs. And then chill a little at home because like we bought this home, we built this home. I am so often not in it that I just love a good morning where like I get to sit in it and maybe relax for a minute. Then I would ideally go downtown Stuart and like bounce around, get a drink, get some lunch, and hang out and be by the water. And then come back and we like movie nights at home. So like we'll do a movie at home. So it's either that day where like we're doing a little day drinking like lunch in the day, or we're kind of hanging out at home and then we go for like a good district dinner. You know, that I should read and want to go. It's our fave. But that's it. And then just like chilling at home because we're early bed bugs.
That's how we are. We're like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I like to get up early, and then he'll get up early for work too. I try to get like up and either work out in the garage or go to Sculpton Tone, depending on.
Yes, because it's a lot.
I haven't been wanting to go on the morning though because it's so cold.
That's been the hard part recently. So all you know is more of those. What's your ideal day?
So I would say get up early.
Yeah.
Either like you said, get a workout at home or go to Sculpton Tone. And then regardless of where I go to work out, maybe go to Cali Coffee for that.
Oh, I need to try. That's one I haven't had either.
Like I don't like this. So do you know where Lean Kitchen is?
Yes.
It's like 2 doors
right there.
kitchen.
Okay, got it.
On the other side, they have one in Stuart, and then they have one off Gatman.
Okay, good.
So I'm excited. They're awesome people, and I love the coffee. I don't like sweet coffees.
Okay.
So most of their menu is like sweeter drinks, but they have a dirty and a filthy chai. So
Oh, nice.
the dirty, I think dirty is with 1 shot and filthy's with 2 shots.
Okay.
Espresso. But yesterday, I got a very simple drink that they made very well. It was just like a vanilla latte. It wasn't dry. It was almond milk. I was a happy camper.
Okay, I want to get room more after we Sculpton.
Oh my God.
Is it walkable?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, and from Sculpton Tone, I supposed to cross over Federal.
Oh yeah, Swappers.
But you can drive through or walk up.
Okay, great.
Yeah, they're amazing. Highly recommend.
Okay,
We love it.
I feel a lot of people say that.
Yes. So I would go to Cali Coffee, get my drink. And then on a perfect day, go to Stuart Beach. Like we like to go to Stuart Beach
Yeah, I
for coffee.
love Stuart Beach.
Where the not the Gilberts, where the House of Refuge.
Yes.
So I like to drive to the House of Refuge and park there because it's more of a quiet.
We do like that too. Yeah.
And then we'll drive through. I love seeing the houses like down the way. So like we'll drive through just, realtors on the wild.
Yep.
Houses.
Which is the best.
We're like, oh, this is really pretty. And then
One day.
I don't know, say go back to downtown Stuart. I love Gypsy Cottage.
Yeah.
One of my favorite little shops and spritz for like lunch. And then we do like to cook at home.
Yeah.
So I would say in a perfect world, come home, make dinner, and like eat on the patio if it's like nice outside, put the TV on and like
a little sunset.
Yes. Because the sunset sets in the front in our house, but we get a good golden hour.
You have a good golden hour.
Yes. So like it looks really pretty back there sometimes. So, like it's like oranges and stuff. It's a really good sunset. We get the sunrise in the back and it's beautiful in the mornings, but that would be like my ideal day.
That's a good one. Oh, can I add the golf cart? And end of the night golf cart ride for sure.
So I want a golf cart. That's one of my things.
I got a guy in Jupiter golf cart.
They'll
treat you well.
I keep telling Wesley, I'm like, I just want a golf cart to do like just a ride or like we have you do the boat with the booze cruising.
Yes.
I do the booze cruising on the golf.
And you're safe. You're like in good
Just
frame.
always want.
We just do these like same laps every night.
Yeah.
It never gets old. You
Yeah.
just like maybe see some people, say hi, and then you're just like enjoying a ride. I don't know. I freaking love
We
it.
did that. We were walking a lot at night, and that's what we were doing.
Yes.
We did like the parameter of the neighborhood.
Yes.
And it's like 4 miles. So we would do that like either right before dinner or right after if we ate early. And
Yeah.
like it's darker later. And it was so nice because, like you said, you get to meet neighbors, you kind of see what's going on, you get landscape ideas.
Exactly. You get to like see everybody what they're doing, which is neat.
You're like, oh, I really like that. Like, I'm not a Karen. I'm not going to go knit
No.
his house, but I'll be, we'll get
You do get
ideas.
ideas.
So there's a few things that I actually have like written down on, okay, we got to do this,
Yeah.
this, and this, or I'll tell him and we'll drive.
Yes. There's someone's lighting in this loop that I love. It's like right over here.
Yeah.
But like there's houses that you mark that stuff.
Oh,
with.
absolutely. Yeah, you have to. Someone did a bump out. I like because like with the truck, it's easier.
Yeah.
So and ours is so tiny. I feel like they gypped us on.
I know.
Some people have really big ones. Like we got this small little one.
Or some people have like a bump out option, and
yeah,
like,
I wanted the circle driveway, but because we had sidewalk, we weren't allowed. That's a whole nother topic for another day.
Because you think it's like simple fix.
You would think. I didn't think it would be a big deal.
Right, exactly. Well, it's not.
You would think. I'm like, maybe we'll do that after the fact. Submit a request.
Yeah, seriously.
So turning into like the real estate world, what you and I do on a day-to-day, what do you see that in reality is happening that maybe the headlines aren't touching on, especially down here?
Yeah.
As opposed to like the Palm Beach, South Florida area.
Gosh, I mean, don't listen to like your national headline. We are in a completely different market than your national headline will tell you.
Story.
Moral of the story.
Don't listen to the news.
Yeah. We are in the quintessential bubble. People come and go from here on a daily basis.
Yep.
And we see amounts of money that is pretty unfathomable to like a lot of the general public. So just know that houses are being bought and sold at certain price points, and that is continuing, and it hasn't stopped. So I think talk to a local expert because it is different than what the national news is telling you.
Yeah, and I think too, there's so much new construction up here.
Yeah,
that there's so much opportunity depending on whatever price point. Like anyone from a first-time home buyer to your level ups to retirees. Like there is something for everybody up here, which is another thing that I love. It's not like this tiny little bubble that only certain people can get into. Like everybody can get in here, and it's just any kind of house style. Like, you have everything from Newfield, which is a completely different kind of home in Florida,
to development overall.
Yeah, to like, your old Florida homes in Stuart and Sewell's Point that look like your coastal homes.
For sure.
So I think that's huge. And I agree with you that every day there's buying, selling, negotiating, clients calling. Like it hasn't stopped. I don't know about for you, but for me, this past year, I know a lot of people said it was like a rough year. It was my best year.
Same, yeah.
I think we hustled too. So
not
saying that people don't hustle, but
not without like working for it, but
I think you get out what you put in.
Correct.
And that's I think in real estate in general. Yes, huge misconception. It's not what reality TV.
We could do like probably a full episode.
I think we should because I think it's so true because I know people who have gotten and wanted to get into real estate because of
so the shows,
and it's great. It's great for like a little pep, and you're like, okay, maybe motivates you. Like, I think the last owning Manhattan, that was a good one. Like I think that was it's good because it wasn't like too unrealistic. It was pretty
like has some of the headaches and
it shows not like the glamour.
Yeah, because that ain't it.
Collecting paychecks.
Right. It's like just escorts coming in, flying in.
I know someone told me that. I've said that before. Like I've had that told to me. Like, oh, you just open doors and collect checks. I wish I can just.
No, then everybody would really.
Exactly.
We have a low retention rate for a reason.
It is so true.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to come back and do the whole thing.
And then what are you seeing your behavior right now? Are you seeing more buyers coming out?
Yeah. It's funny that like the first week of January hit and it was like everybody got off the bench at the same time. I would finish working on something and then somebody else would ping my phone to start. Like it was a wild couple weeks that I think is like not slowed down, but it's calmed a little bit. But I
feel the same.
Right? I think it's going to be a good steady spring for us. And who knows what summer will bring, but higher activities up. I think that people are waiting to like the new year or to see what happens. And I think people realize like, there's not going to be this crazy crash. Like this is our market and what can we do to fix it?
And I think if property taxes go the way people are hoping, I think that will be a full thing. That's going to be, we better like gear up for that.
Right. And if any crazy drops happen, like
have printers in our cars ready to go.
Yeah, or like a new Fed chair, like who knows?
Oh my God, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And then as far as from a seller side, do you see sellers kind of coming to reality and not realizing it's not 2020 anymore? And,
Yeah.
kind of realizing where the market has shifted. Because I feel like for such a while, it was some sellers had that
Hmm.
I want 10 times more than what I should be. And then it becomes a little more difficult on our end to try to bridge the gaps.
Yeah. I think some are. I still think there are some that are struggling with needing to move on and needing a price and
Yeah.
not realizing. Like there was one I turned away that is now up on the market for the price that they're trying to get,
Mhm.
and it's like I check it because I want to see
Yeah.
if it can go. And I was wrong. It's still there. There's been a price reduction, and it's like, oh, they were urgent to go. Like if you're urgent to go, then we got to price it urgent to go, and you can go, and not to sit there, and it's sitting there. So I think you can't market it on like the price you need to get, and that's still a struggle for some people. But I think the recent ones I've had have been really reasonable about like what it should be listed at.
Perfection. Actually. I actually had a seller. He was the sweetest, and he was like, "I'm hiring you because I trust you, and whatever you say, I fully support."
Music to your ears.
And it was, I will say, probably the smoothest transaction. It was after a really rough one too. So
Yeah.
one of those where like I was able to breathe, and I'm like, I appreciated him so much
Yeah.
because he was just a gem. And it was just like, this is why I do my job.
Yeah.
Like,
1%.
you have those bad apples. It That's with any job, any
Right.
career is gonna have those challenging people. But
It's hard.
and then what advice would you give to buyers or sellers ignoring what's going on right now in the noise?
Like the national news noise or like, yeah, I would say you find somebody that you trust and talk to a local expert. And that could be anybody. Like that could be one of us, or that could be somebody that you trust down the road. Like real estate comes in all shapes and sizes, and you want to work with who you want to work with, but listen to their advice. We always say like you wouldn't question an attorney or you wouldn't question a nurse on the decisions they make. So trust in talking to somebody that knows their numbers and knows the local market, and that especially with a track record of getting the job done. Like if they've done it before, trust that they can do it again.
No, absolutely. I think it's huge. And trust, like you said, you work with someone you trust in every aspect of your life. But it should be that as well when you sell your home.
Right. 100%.
It's not that difficult.
No. And like you said, when somebody just puts full trust in you, how smooth did it go?
Yeah, exactly. And I think nowadays with I think the BBAs or something,
Yes.
a challenging topic.
Right.
But I think if you get in with someone that you trust enough to get into some sort of relationship,
Yeah.
you trust them to, as long as they're good hearted people and they're doing the right thing for you and listening to you, I think you're in the right hands with no matter who you go with.
Agreed.
And transparency is everything. That's about.
Transparency and communication.
It's really not that difficult.
I know.
It's really not.
And don't get like too worked up over like anything,
No,
like
you shouldn't. This is our job, and we're here to like deliver the news to some capacity.
yes.
To either party.
Yep.
So I think it's just go
And
like
go through it.
exactly. And there's what are these things? There's 50 ways to skin a cat. So
Yes.
there's ways and avenues. And I heard a quote that I've been seeing a lot on Instagram that it's like when you go on your GPS and you like say, I'm going here, if you make a wrong turn, it doesn't say, you messed up. It's like, no, reroute. So it's the other thing with in real estate with
Pivot.
pivot.
Yes.
Right?
Pivot. Yes.
Pivot. I love that. I just told Leslie, I'm like, if I ever opened up like a door, I would name it pivot.
Pivot.
It's moving.
Yeah.
I would name it pivot. So kind of turning into, we've talked a little bit on like the real estate market up here. We've talked about real estate in general. So one thing I really wanted to touch on with you is in this day and age, I feel like teams and collaboration is so huge in real estate, not only with people on your team, but like with agents in general. And I think there's so much unsaid competition between agents, which I've never understood. So I love that we're in a market where collaboration truly matters. So why do you think collaboration between agents is like so important? Like what would your take on that be?
Yeah, I think I'm so glad you brought it up as a topic to talk about because that's our brokerage's whole model is like collaboration over competition.
Same. And we're at different
brokerages. Yeah.
And our broker says the same thing. Like it's all about collabing with everyone and working together for the same
goal. Well, I think that's the basis of it. We're all trying to get to the same goal. And when I got into this industry, somebody said to me, there's enough business for everybody to go around, which is so true. So like if I have a listing or vice versa, and like you bring a buyer, let's hope that's the case. Like,
Yes.
we're always trying to like tell other agents about like our listings or like, I have a buyer for this. What do you got? Like, we're always trying to collaborate. And God forbid you make an enemy and then like that person has the listing and like you have to try and deal with it through. Like,
Yeah,
it's just crazy to me that that's like the basis. But it does, it does come up and agents get like very worked up about it. But I mean, it's something that should be so debunked. And especially with our brokerages where like it's a nationwide thing.
Yeah.
You probably get referrals from like different places and so like that's a whole connection network from different cities, states, etc.
Yeah.
I think it's wild that it's like even a topic because I know you and I are on the same playing field of that. Like,
Yeah.
it just is what it
Like
is.
there's a Facebook group I follow for realtors, and someone posted the other day that what can they do because some agent just reposted their listing.
Yes, I saw it.
But that's marketing, guys. Like
Let it go.
It's like you probably have hundreds of thousands of people on your Facebook,
Yeah.
or your Instagram. So if you take my listing or I take your listing and I share it, that's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 more people that are having eyes on it that might not have had it if, if I didn't, one of us didn't share it.
And like bring a buyer. Please bring a buyer.
Please share it. Like I'll never understand when like people will put like you can't advertise their listing, and I'm like,
it happens all the time. Or they'll like, I do the story posts and
Yes.
people tell me no. And I'm like, that's so confusing to me. The good ones will be like, sure, tag me. Of
Yeah.
course. Like, I'll give you the credit.
In our brokerage, we have like in our back office where I can open up marketing to like anyone in the brokerage. So you can like kind of take someone's
Nice.
listing and
Yeah.
advertise it. But I think it's crazy, even with like open houses. Like I know some people, and I understand like some sides of it because I've done it too.
Yeah.
But I think like collabing with open houses, collabing with, hey, can I come do social media or listing?
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Please
do
come.
it.
Like, please find me a buyer.
Yes, exactly. Like bring, like we're all trying to get to the same goal.
Yeah. And I think like working together to get clients, I think is huge.
Yes.
And even I've had other agents that are like, hey, I don't really know your area very well. Can we collab on a deal together?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Son.
They might learn something about this area that they didn't know before. And, you get to meet new clients. You never know what that will bring in the long run.
Right.
And I think it's huge. And I don't think enough people really, I think there's so much greed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Since that.
Me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the best.
And I've had someone say, oh, why would you want to split a deal with another agent? And I'm like, well, 100% of zero is zero.
Thank you. Yes.
So if I say no, one, I lose a client that I can make a relationship with.
Yeah.
This industry, as big as it is, it's very small.
Yes.
And I like to always network and meet other agents. Like people are flabbergasted when I'm like, oh yeah, I love meeting other agents and going to lunch and like
It's the best.
because yeah, you never know. Like
You never know.
it's just crazy to me.
And we have a chaotic world. So like shooting the crap with another agent and like talking about like all the stuff you go through and like maybe learning from that is
Oh yeah,
huge thing.
it's so big, and I think it's smart, especially if like you're a newer agent.
Yes.
To get in and like, just sponge.
So get all that.
Soak everything. Like if I had to redo it again, that's what I would do.
I always tell people like find a mentor because
Yes.
that is the only way you
I think that's that right there, like to just have someone that you can trust and not even, you don't have to mirror exactly what they do, but you kind of get a feel for, because we all know like that 63-hour course teaches you,
I don't even remember.
how many square feet or I know 83 something.
Yeah. And I
Something.
couldn't even tell you this short number.
Like I just know half an acre is like 23,000.
Yes.
And I know 10,000. 10,000 is like a quarter of an acre.
Yes.
More most of Port St. Lucie.
Right.
But I just think you learn more hands-on than you
Yeah.
do in like the book. So as soon as you take your test, get your license, that's great. Just find
Someone.
you align with, and it will truly, truly teach you.
Yes. And it's transacting. Because if you go with somebody that's not really transacting, then you won't learn anything. Like get somebody who's heavy active.
Yes.
Because then you'll see like all the problems and all the things that you can come across.
And then I did have a question. I don't think I added this in the notes.
Yeah.
But what is your opinion? Because I've said this before and people look at me like I have
Okay.
that. So if you're a new agent coming on, or you have a new agent coming onto your team and they say, hey, my goal is to sell 7-figure properties, and they're a brand new agent.
Yeah.
What is your reaction to that?
I mean, I think you got to get a little in the dirt first.
Yes.
But like then you need to be around people that sell 7-figure properties.
Right. And I think it's so huge because I had someone tell me that and I was like, you totally can do it.
Yes, you can.
With some.
Yeah.
But
transact you a little bit. Maybe get your feet wet.
get your feet wet, but there's no need, because I've had someone tell me, oh, it'll be years before you touch that. And I'm like,
Oh no.
no, it doesn't happen.
You could get it tomorrow.
I got one almost in the clubhouse.
Hey. See, I mean, it's one connection, one person.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
So it's
Ask any of those 7 figures salespeople how they started.
Yeah, it is. You know, it all starts with one.
And some people hit it quickly than others, but there's no timetable to say you're going to like get there.
And then what do you think a healthy agent community or healthy agent like group? Because you have a pretty good team as well.
Yeah.
Like I have a smaller team than you
Yeah.
have, or I'm with a smaller team. But what do you think like a good healthy, let's say, family agent family?
Yes, I think the small team is key.
Yeah.
I think my team has tried to grow a little bit larger and decided through like trial and error, like let's keep it small. Let's make sure everybody makes X amount of dollars, and keep it like that. And also we're in office, so it's more like the smaller group works better than having a bunch of people in and out, whatever, and it keeps like any chaos at bay. But I think it's great for, again, collaboration. Like we're constantly in going, this is what's going on with my deal. Like, how can you help me? Like, bouncing ideas off each other. And
That's huge.
strategizing.
Yeah. Because no deal is ever going to be the same.
Right. And I still think like, man, if I was on my own, like, could I figure it out? Like, and I'm sure I could, but there's something about having like that lean on, because it's somebody's big purchase and it's a pretty legal situation. So it's nice to like.
I know I had someone ask me, why don't you just go on your own? You're ready. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I theoretically can go on my own, but like our team and like our team lead specifically, like, he's such a good mentor and can teach so well and has the patience for it that anything that pops up, I call him and I are like just
that's key.
Working off each other. And it has single-handedly saved probably, I can think off the top of my head, 3 days.
Yeah. And we're working on a time crunch. Like it's not like we have all the time and we want to figure it out. You're working on timelines and deadlines and inspection dates. I mean, I couldn't say it enough. Yeah. And people say the same to me, like, when are you going to do it? And I'm like, I also value like a little bit of my life. So not to have a balance is nice.
Yeah,
I agree.
Especially, I think in this job, last year, it was a huge like challenge for me was the work-life balance.
Right.
That this year, one of my intentions for 2026 was a strict work-life balance to where obviously work comes first.
Yes.
But I will cut it off at some point. Yesterday, the day off, like didn't make a phone call, didn't text, didn't do nothing.
Good for you. Like that's so important.
And I don't do it often.
Yeah.
I do it. It like, it feels weird that I'm not like.
And you don't want to feel guilty about it, but like it's necessary for health and all of that.
Yeah. Because I think last year, I went from like around Thanksgiving time till the middle of February without taking a day off.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. No, I worked Christmas Eve. Christmas Day and New Year's Day.
Yeah.
And my one coach was like, what are you doing?
You guys need a break, yeah.
Yeah. I had to go on. We went to the Hutchinson Island for our anniversary. Just a little getaway.
Nice. The beach resort?
We went to Shores.
Yes.
So cute.
Our anniversary too. We loved it.
It was such a quaint. Actually, we went there the other day.
Yeah.
Just for lunch because we were over there for one of my listings. And I'm like, let's just go to lunch on the beach.
It's so cute. Well, I think I saw it and I was like,
it was before the freeze.
Right. I keep finding where I was seeing it. Like, I know those glasses.
Yes.
We love it there. And also, a little perk about them. I booked massages for my husband for Christmas. I had the date.
Yeah.
I never showed up on the date because I had it wrong or booked it wrong.
No.
And then we showed up and they were like, it's not today. They refunded us full massages, like all said and done. I was like, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. So yeah, we love it over there.
All right. So I need to try. What was the restaurant?
District.
And then I need a good spa. Like I need to find a good spa.
So we liked them when we did massages, but it's not like so spa-like.
Okay.
Have you gone to the O Spa in Palm Beach?
I'm dying.
That's probably my favorite one.
Okay.
Other than the Trump and Doral is one of my favorites too.
We got married.
Oh, cool.
So I treated myself. So we stayed there like a couple days before the wedding. And the first day we played golf at the Blue Monster. So that was like our thing. We're like,
so fun.
We're playing the Blue Monster.
Yeah.
It's great. We're actually playing next week at Astor Creek for Valentine's Day. We're taking out my in-laws.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know Shane in the neighborhood? Coulter's like in charge up there. So go in and ask for Shane.
Oh, I'll have to.
Dina Talley. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We were playing golf, and then the day before, I think it was the day before our rehearsal dinner, I treated myself like a spa day.
Wasn't it nice?
It was amazing. And then my girlfriend had her bridal shower there at the spa. So we did like a spa treatment, which was amazing. I haven't been down there actually. I was thinking of going this year for our anniversary.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't know. It's in like 3 weeks, so I don't know.
Oh, is yours in 3 weeks? What date?
Oh no, the 26th.
Of February.
Yes.
Ours is February 17th.
Oh my God.
Yeah. February weddings.
Yes. Stay on. Because they're not too hot. Did you get married here or up north?
We did Key West.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah. Not too hot.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought was, I don't want to die.
No. And was the February perfect?
No, it was hot.
Was it hot? Well, it's almost running through his shirt.
It was not as cool. Like it was cooler because we get,
yeah.
married like in the late afternoon, but It wasn't as cold as I was hoping. Like
Gotcha.
this weather would have been perfect.
I know, for a wedding.
But I had my sister-in-law was one of the best with bridesmaid, like
Yeah.
she was like, hey, she had kept her hair and makeup after like until the end of her photos
Okay.
for the ceremony.
Nice.
So she was like, hey, pay for your
Do that.
makeup to stay. And I did, thank God, because it was still high. So I was getting like touch-ups and like my hair was getting touched up and like people who were taking
It's actually convenient, isn't it?
was worth every single penny.
I've never heard of anybody doing that, and that is very smart.
Because you get like blotchy, like right before your wedding and you actually walked down the aisle and everything. Like I wanted my face to be
To look perfect, yeah.
yes. And she was literally following me around with like the little dapping things, like just my face.
Good.
I would say that spa is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then we end up, whenever we do go, we end up making like a weekend out of it. Or like,
Of course,
but I don't
I
travel.
wish I go on vacation.
I'm anti traveling on the weekends after working in hotels.
Oh, you worked in hotels?
Yeah, I ran like food and beverage, like bars and restaurants and hotels in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's funny.
That was my previous life.
Mine was, I was in the fitness industry, but then I sold fitness equipment to hospitality.
I love that.
Yeah. And then like
In Fort Lauderdale?
it was a nationwide position, but I sold to mainly lower chains like Best Western,
Okay.
low comfort suites, like 3-piece. Like it was very interesting. I went to like a lot of national trade shows. I don't know, but hospitality is an animal.
So that's why I think real estate is so easy compared to what I did before.
I believe that.
And I've had people look at me like I'm absolutely crazy.
No.
But I'm like, this was my thought was one, you control your hours.
Yeah.
As much as people say, I don't know about you, but like
Yeah.
I'm not one of those who I have to do calls every day at this time.
I
And
don't.
can't.
No.
No, every day's different.
Yeah.
I plan my day every morning. There is a non-negotiable list.
Yes.
It has to be done before the end of the day. I don't care.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't do calls early because if someone's calling me early, like someone
You're not concerned.
I'm like, are you calling me?
No, I know. I know.
Like, no, there's no
Yeah, they
reason.
like start at 9 minimum, but yes, what if you have like a 9 AM inspection or something?
Yeah,
It's
like-
every day still. Yeah,
Exactly. And you have to, I feel like, move and groove with your client.
you do.
Like, that's what makes a good agent,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I agree. I like don't listen to those. Like, don't do anything from 8 to 12. Doesn't make sense in our world. It's why
No.
people say it.
Plus, there's days where I'm like more motivated at night, if that makes sense. Where I'm like
Yes.
more,
Or like the 4 to
Mm,
6
yeah.
hour. Yeah.
yeah, like when Wesley's on shift, I'm usually in the office all day doing social media or doing my,
Yeah.
that's when I do my computer work.
Right.
Because I'm home alone and I'm like,
That's the time.
that's when I'm
Yeah.
going to do it. But yeah, I think that's
Whatever works for you works for you. In my opinion.
that's how it should be.
Yeah. Like it's not like you're not transacting. Like it
Right.
was no work.
So
But
when people could ask me like the hospitality versus real estate, the only thing I will say in hospitality that has a little bit of an edge is
Yeah.
you're getting a paycheck every 2 weeks.
oh yeah.
That is the thing.
Yeah. It's,
I would say that it's a little bit more of a less stressor
yeah.
because guaranteed. Granted, on the flip side, you have a cap, and if I told you what I capped at,
Yeah.
working like a boatload of hours every
Right.
week, running almost like a department, it's mind blowing.
Yes.
So it's like that's why I feel like real estate, you can also choose who you work with.
You can choose,
So-
which I think people often forget, but you can choose.
It's not, if it's not working out, you as the agent also have the capability to say, hey, this isn't working out for me or for us.
Yeah.
And you can maybe give them to someone who they might actually better.
Right.
And I think that's huge because not every industry can say that
No.
I can choose who to work with.
Right. You don't have to fight through it all.
And even with brokerages, like you interview your brokerage.
Yeah.
Yes, there's sometimes that the brokerage are picky and they'll
Yeah.
after you and they have a list of things you have to do. But I think you have more options and then the quality of life I think can be grueling, but it can be easier if
That's
you learn how to control it.
Yeah.
I think it's huge.
Well, my husband always said like, oh, you can just go back to like selling fitness equipment. And I'm like, never. Like when you look at the alternative or like a 9 to 5, I'm like, I could never.
So I've done 9 to 5 for a few months. I did corporate events within the hotel.
Yeah.
So it was more of a 9 to 5.
Okay.
I liked it, but it got very like rigorous, same thing over and over. I loved that job. Was probably one of my favorites of event planning.
It's fun.
So it was fun. I got to meet people,
Yeah.
and funnily enough, one of my first clients at the hotel was not a man.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so it was like I put like a 200 plus person dinner on at the hotel. So it was first client. So it was funny, like kind of like that full circle event.
Total full circle.
And it was super cool. And yeah, but I say the same thing when people are like, you hustle. I'm like, well, because I don't ever want to go back to
That
I could.
mentality is grueling.
It's grueling. Like my parents, I come from a restaurant family.
Yes,
I still
yeah.
have like a pinky toe in it.
Yeah.
They still help out.
Nice.
If you want to call it consult, I consult.
Yeah.
But I think
It's a tough industry.
It's tough. Yeah. It's not as easy like real estate. Like everyone thinks real estate's so simple.
Oh, girl.
There's a reason I have to go to my hair like 4 times every 5, 6 weeks.
See, it has
My brain's like growing.
right.
I don't know if it's my age or my.
You're like always somebody described it as like that. Real estate is a roller coaster of having a pit in your stomach till it goes away till you wait for it to come back.
Yes.
Like a constant pit. And that's like, yeah, you're just always waiting for the next like shoe to drop.
I told Weston like tomorrow I have to be on the phones because like my pipeline isn't as flowy as I like it.
Yeah, because it's like the coaster.
So I'm like, all right, because like I said, fall was just like I couldn't think straight.
And you can't do it's hard to do lead gen at that time because you can't take on any other business. I was just having a discussion with somebody else. I'm like, I can't pick up a Google call right now. Like I can't physically help somebody in the way that they need to be helped.
Yeah.
Then like it can dwindle. So it's stuff nobody speaks about. Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, 100%. So just to wrap it up,
Yeah.
I think you and I can talk forever.
We could.
So we're gonna do like a little fun game.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do these. So we're gonna do rapid fire to close. So I'm gonna ask you like a few questions. So one of them I already did, which was describe your favorite day
Okay.
at Treasure Coast. So we'll skip that. But coffee or matcha?
Coffee.
Okay, you definitely have to go to California.
Okay.
Your favorite local spot?
District.
Okay, I definitely have to go to that too.
Yeah.
A boat day or a beach day?
A boat day.
Okay. And then where do you go out on a boat?
So we don't have one right now, but if we did everywhere, because that's like our like bucket list thing.
Yeah.
I just like my ideal days on a boat.
Yes.
My husband in Key West, that's why we got married there. Like he was a fishing captain back in his younger years. Yeah, he's like knows all about boats. It just has not been something we have acquired yet. I think because he knows it's like,
It's break out
break house. I know. He's like, there's just so much that comes with it. But like I love being on a boat.
I think that was the greatest thing when we lived down south. I was just getting up, packing a cooler, breakfast, pack a cooler, hop on the boat, and just go for the day to do whatever the hell we wanted. And it was just we would booze cruise, crank up the radio
Just cruise.
because we'd cruise. Sometimes go to Boca, like Boca.
Yes.
Or we'd like go run.
Because why not?
Why not? What else was I going to do on a day off?
That's the best. You guys still have a boat here?
No. So
Okay.
we sold our boat and our house the same week we bought this.
Oh my gosh.
It was a heavy beat. It was just like, what did we just
It's happening.
Yeah, pretty much that's how that went down. We're like, we just did all that.
Yeah.
Like,
It meant to be.
it happened.
Yeah.
Came to see this house on a Tuesday. We were closing on our house on Thursday. And selling the boat Thursday, closing our house Friday. So by the following Monday, we had signed all the papers for this house.
Where did you stay in the interim of it being built?
Well, we initially moved into my parents' house. So they have like a 3-2 essentially upstairs.
Nice.
They have
Okay.
like the master downstairs. So they have a 3-2 with a loft upstairs. So we're like, we'll stay at my parents. We stayed there for like 5-6 months.
Okay.
And then it happened to be that we were able to stay at his grandmother's house.
Nice.
So we moved in and we're fortunate enough to stay there for about a year and change.
Okay.
This house wasn't done in 10 months.
Were you in the COVID era of it?
Yes. So we got signed in end of 2021. No, beginning of 21, and we moved in July of 22.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was in the thick of
It
it.
was not thick.
And then he was like, oh, we don't know if we're going to get your windows. We don't know if I
Yeah.
think it was air conditioning and garage doors at the time were like skeptical.
So why?
And then we laughed because the refrigerator,
Yeah.
to get a CO, you had to have a full kitchen.
Right.
We laughed at because we were ripping it out.
Yeah.
We didn't care. And they said, they're like, okay, yeah, we need to find a refrigerator. I'm like, then find one from the house, put it in, get me. And they ended up finding one like right before we
Oh,
closed.
good.
So we were good. But yeah, it was because you guys built during COVID too.
Just after we probably always laughed. We like probably signed at the height of the market because I was getting very nervous about like what was going to happen with home prices. And I'm like, we have to pick something. So it was signed at its highest, but it wasn't the craziness.
Yeah.
Like I think we were done. It was expected a year, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this should be done like 3 months earlier." And we were like, "Okay." Like we have to think about schools because like school is starting, and so for a month or two, we just drove the girls up for school because we thought we'd have another year at Jupiter. So then we changed like our whole path. It was wild, but it was quick.
I think it was such an adventure. Like I loved the whole process. Like I'll sometimes go back and like you see the photos of like
You-
house being built. I was so excited
It was so exciting.
because you see it from like the ground up. And then I wasn't like a licensed agent at the time, but
Yeah.
getting like
Yeah.
in class. And I've always loved real estate. Like
Yeah.
it's always been a passion of mine, and I love homes and
Hey,
support.
it's funny.
So it was like fun coming through and then, just see everything come to life. And then now just like the tweaks and like things that we've done to the house. It's just so cool.
Don't you just sit here sometimes be like that, like we did this? Like I do this all the time. I'm like, I can't believe we're here. This is
100%.
Yeah.
Like almost. And then I think too, like seeing, especially now,
yeah.
what the market has done and like the prices of everything. Like I think if we didn't buy what we did and we waited like 4 or 5 months, we would not have been able to
Right.
do it.
Right.
And I think two, when I think we bought in February, we put everything down. I think I brought my mom in like May. And the guy at the model center, when we went in, he's like, "Oh, did you have a house?" I'm like, "Yeah, we bought this lot." He's like, "Well, we're on a wait list now. So you bought, we bought right before everything skyrocketed."
Dang.
Like, if I tell you what,
Oh, good for you. Okay, I didn't know that. So good for you.
if I tell you when we were buying in here, the sign out front said starting in like the mid fives. If that gives you
See, I get props to anybody that did it then. If we bought it that time, we would have a Dahlia. But I was like, Tim, we cannot do it at those prices.
Well, that's where we were like, what do we do? And then they were sneaky. Guys, I think it was a genius idea. They only had one model.
Yeah.
I'm a site. So I see, feel, walk it. Cause like,
And they put the Dahlia there.
their walkthroughs were great online.
Yeah.
And they had like 8 models.
Yeah.
But when we saw this one in person, I'm like, this in the closet. Yeah. The closet got me. I was like, that's it. I'm done.
Oh, it's so good. Those closets are so good. I mean, we still talk about them because like, he's like, we should have just done it. I'm like, at the time, we couldn't have just done it.
Yeah, I have to say, if they had all the bottles, it would have been tight for me between mine and yours.
Right.
Because like, I think your kitchen and just like the layout of the house, because it's so similar to this. But the kitchen, I think on yours is like exquisite. The layout of it.
But now you did the single island.
Yeah.
That made it.
Yeah. It was a good choice.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I agree with the single model because it was like, that was the one people wanted.
So what are you, so this podcast is going to be launching the week of Valentine's Day. Do you guys have any Valentine's plans, or what do you?
The 15th, we leave for Bahamas for Bahamar. And that's my family, and then just us and the girls here. So it's like 14 people. That'll be fun. Little family vacay. And then our anniversary is the 17th. So we're going to do just like a special dinner then. But Valentine's Day has been weird because we either like have the girls or have not. I'm a stepmom. So it's like always been hodgepodge, and we never really like focus on that day because our anniversary is so close. So we usually just focus on that.
That's how we are with like our anniversary.
Yeah.
We never been big Valentine's, but hospitality, but like,
I feel like it always will work out.
it was always, I was working, and then you see like also the more commercialized side of Valentine's Day, and I've always thought like it's cute. I love it.
Yeah.
Because I love love, I love hearts and all that. But I'm like, it should be celebrated every day.
Every day? I know. It's definitely like one of those weird holidays. But are you guys doing anything?
So we're going golfing with my in-laws for my father-in-law's birthday. You know, because I think lately I've been liking to give like experiences versus like stuff.
100%.
So we're like, he loves golf. So we're like, let's take you to Astor Creek.
Yes.
Like, go play golf. Plus, we'd love them to move up here.
Get them. Plenty of options.
We love that neighborhood. So we want to play golf there. So we're going to go do that and do lunch.
Yeah.
Usually, like, around Valentine's Day, depending on his schedule, like, I bought little, like, pink heart pasta. And all pasta would, like, fit my hand. His bottle of wine. I don't like going on.
Like, enjoy. We don't matter.
Just a cozy night. Yeah, and it's expensive. Like, it just, the prices. Yeah. Everything adds up. And it's just like, for what?
It's like ridiculous. For the name.
I'd rather go to, like, Bucan or like a really good restaurant than spend extra on a date at like to a restaurant we go to all the time.
Yes. And I'm dying to get to like one of the new restaurants on Palm Beach. Just a side note.
Listen, if you ever want to go, just call me.
Perfect.
I used to have a friend, she moved out of the state. Her and I once a month would go to like a restaurant on the island.
See, I did not do that enough.
We didn't do it all the time. Yeah. It was like every month we would go to a restaurant, and then every other month or so we'd go like a really nice restaurant.
Okay.
And just we would just enjoy ourselves.
Okay, good.
But this has been so much fun.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Thanks for doing this, and props to you.
And then where can everyone find you on social media? How can they contact you? And I'll put all your info on the bottom.
Thank you. Nikki Lynn _Baker, LYNN. And then TikTok, I think, is Nikki Baker _Realtor. But yeah, throw them in. I always forget my Instagram handle. Yeah, Nikki Lynn Baker, because Nikki was taking. That's it.
And then what areas do you focus on for real estate?
Great question. So we are, I would say, North Palm Beach, like around Jupiter area, up into Martin County, and I'll dabble in St. Lucie County, but I handle South probably more.
Perfect. So if anyone's looking in that area, you have another realtor to reach out to.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And it was we have to do this again.
We'll
have to talk about some other. But thank you everyone for joining on another episode of Coffee Closings and Chaos. My name is Alyssa, your host, and I will be finishing this wine and continuing our conversation. Have an amazing week, everyone. Bye.